Kendrick Lamar just rocked the entire music world, and he didn't even need a single new lyric to do it. With one silent but seismic move, he resurrected the very track that crowned him king, Humble, and flipped it into something no one expected. Meanwhile, Drake, for all his dominance, has never sparked a cultural earthquake like this. He's never delivered a legacy-defining moment that cracked the ground beneath the industry, shut the mouths of critics, and sent fans into a frenzy of disbelief. No teaser. No marketing rollout. No celebrity cameos. Just a stealth bomb that detonated across every streaming platform and left the competition looking like they were still in rehearsal. Industry insiders are calling it the most powerful resurrection of a classic hip-hop track ever witnessed. Even Drake's own camp, usually composed and confident, was reportedly blindsided. And let's be real, when was the last time a song from 2017 came back and shook the foundation like this? But here's the twist nobody anticipated. Kendrick didn't remix the track. He didn't add verses. He didn't even tweak the vibe. He restored it. And with that came a jaw-dropping visual, a cryptic message, and one spine-chilling moment that had everyone gasping. Did Kendrick just bury the whole debate for good? But before we get caught up in the tidal wave Kendrick just unleashed, let's rewind. Because this wasn't some spur-of-the-moment stunt. This was years in the making. Kendrick Lamar and Drake have been circling each other for over a decade, like titans pacing inside a gladiator pit. Each mastering their domain, each sitting atop their throne, but never fully clashing. Yet the tension? Oh, it was always there. Fans felt it. Journalists tiptoed around it. Rappers picked quiet sides. This wasn't just about music. This was a war of worldviews, values, and legacies. Drake ruled the charts, built an empire off charisma, heartbreak hits, and catchy hooks. He became the face of mainstream hip-hop. Meanwhile, Kendrick was crafting something deeper, less flashy, more eternal. His mission wasn't to be loud, it was to be lasting. To make art that echoes long after the charts move on. And at the heart of that vision, Humble, the 2017 anthem that became a battle cry. It wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural grenade. A minimalist piano beat, raw energy, and one unforgettable command. Sit down. Be humble. Some saw it as a call-out to the rap game. Others whispered it was a dagger aimed at Drake himself. But Kendrick? He never clarified. He didn't need to. The numbers did the talking. The track debuted at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. It became Kendrick's first solo #1 on rhythmic radio. It won Grammys for Best Rap Song and Best Rap Performance. It surpassed 1 billion YouTube views. And still, Kendrick never flaunted it. No brag posts. No streaming flexes. He just walked away, leaving behind a blueprint, not a finish line. Meanwhile, Drake stayed in motion. While Kendrick stepped back, Drake dropped project after project. Scorpion, Certified Lover Boy, Her Loss, each one doing insane numbers. But as the years passed, a lingering question kept surfacing. Where's the substance? Why doesn't his music age like Kendrick's? Why hasn't he delivered his own to pimp a butterfly moment? Drake's fans defended him fiercely. Kendrick's fans clapped back even harder. And in the eye of the storm, one song refused to fade, Humble. But here's where it gets even crazier. See, Drake has re-released tracks before, alternate cuts, live versions, deluxe edits, trying to breathe new life into old hits. But none of them lit a match to their original impact. None stopped the culture in its tracks like they were supposed to. Until now. Until Kendrick. Because when Kendrick quietly re-uploaded Humble as the restored edition, most people assumed it was just a remaster. A cleaner mix. Maybe a subtle update. But what happened next? Nobody saw coming. No new lyrics. No additional vocals. And still, Kendrick unleashed a visual and symbolic counterattack on how the industry defines legacy. He paired Humble Restored with a real-life bombshell, a $10 million donation to rebuild Compton High School. That's right, while others flaunt private jets and diamond watches, Kendrick is out here literally rebuilding schools. With his own hands. Using his own money. And now, The restored Humble isn't just a trending track, it's an anthem for something bigger than charts. It's a soundtrack to change. And now, streaming numbers are spiking again, records are being broken again, and debates are exploding again. Because Kendrick just proved beyond all doubt that a song with purpose will always outlive a song designed for playlists. And what happened next, Johnny? That's where things get spicy. While the internet was still reeling from the emotional earthquake of Humble Restored, fans started spotting something off. The track seemed like a tribute, until one blink and you miss it frame ignited a firestorm of conspiracy. A frame that, to this day, has people scrubbing every second of footage in disbelief. It all goes down at 2 minutes and 34 seconds into the video. Right as the beat drops again, Kendrick walks past a dimly lit locker. Spray painted on it, almost too quick to catch, is a single word: fake. And just beneath it, numbers don't mean impact. The internet exploded. A TikTok creator zoomed in frame by frame and posted, "This ain't no coincidence. Kendrick's coming for Drake, and y'all know it." The caption read like a shot across the industry. "Dude's been selling millions, but it's all hollow. No soul. Kendrick's not chasing hits. He's chasing immortality." That post hit 6 million views in 24 hours, and suddenly, the comment section wasn't just buzzing, it was a war zone. One top comment said, "Kendrick said more in 4 words than Drake has in 4 albums." Another read, "Drake could never craft something like this and let it speak years later." The phrase, "numbers don't mean impact," became the new control verse. Period. But things didn't stop there, not even close. Suddenly, fake insider leaks started popping up. One alleged screenshot showed a DM from someone claiming to be on Kendrick's team. It read, "Drake tried to fund a documentary on Compton schools last year, but backed out the moment Kendrick's name got involved. Now he's big mad. LOL." Then things got deeper. Another so-called industry insider posted in a private Discord server, Kendrick knew Drake had a deluxe re-release coming. He timed this on purpose. Perfectly. And crazy enough, they weren't lying. Drake had planned to drop a Scorpion Anniversary Edition that exact same week. The package included unreleased studio versions of shelved songs, demo cuts, and updated cover art. But the second Humble, Restored Edition, skyrocketed to #1 overnight. Everything changed. Suddenly, Drake's re-release vanished, quietly. No post. No promo. Not even a tweet. Just gone. Fans caught on instantly. One viral tweet with 90K likes said, "Bro really shelved his rollout, 'cause Kendrick breathed on a beat from 2017. Another tweet read, "Drake tried to spin the block and Kendrick flattened his tires." And that's when things got messy. A respected music blog leaked alleged screenshots from a private OVO group chat. It was chaos, but one message stood out. A user believed to be 40, Drake's longtime producer, wrote, "Humble was a warning shot. We should have dropped last month." Then came the kicker. Drake himself allegedly replied with just a single emoji, the clown emoji. Now, the internet lost it. Was that a jab at Kendrick? Was he mocking the entire movement? Or was it just ironic, sarcastic self-awareness? No one knew, but the emoji alone was enough to explode across every major blog. Drake reacts to Humble Restored. Clown emoji or silent surrender? And as that debate raged, things only heated up. Dave Free, Kendrick's longtime collaborator, posted a behind-the-scenes shot of the Humble Restored video set. In the background, faintly visible on a whiteboard, were the cryptic words, "Some kings get buried in streams." That was it. Fans lost it. TikTok creators began piecing together a whole theory. This drop wasn't a celebration, it was a calculated strike. One viral creator said, "He didn't say Drake's name because he didn't have to. The imagery said it all." Another summed it up with a line that went mega viral. "A real king doesn't clap back. He just walks taller." And then came the real-world tension. At a private industry party in LA, hosted by a major award show partner, both Kendrick and Drake were reportedly invited. Sources say Kendrick arrived early, cool, low-key, no drama, no entourage, just a few from the PG Lang circle. But when Drake pulled up later, he barely stayed 10 minutes. According to one insider, who leaked to a hip-hop page. He walked in, saw Kendrick across the room, nodded and dipped. No hello, no handshake, just gone. That's when the rumors started snowballing. That was the final straw. The tension just went real. A known Drake affiliate even went live on Twitch that night, saying, "There's been mutual respect for years. But now, that might be done." Kendrick just moved the needle, and Drake ain't laughing this time. But just when it felt like the dust might settle, Kendrick made another move. A billboard went up in downtown Toronto. No flashy branding, no fancy graphics, just 5 words in bold black font. Impact can't be streamed. And in the corner, signed, PG Lang. Yo. That wasn't just a message, that was checkmate. Kendrick Lamar just bought a billboard in Drake's own city. That's not a response, that's domination. And yet, not a single word from Kendrick. No tweets, no interviews, no reaction, just silence. And somehow, that silence was louder than any diss track. After the billboard went viral, the hip-hop world knew this wasn't just a revival of Humble. This was war, but not the petty kind. Not memes and subtweets. This was legacy warfare, strategic, surgical, and brutal without needing to shout. And just when you thought the smoke had cleared, boom. A mysterious voice popped up in a Twitter space hosted by respected journalist Samantha Pierce. The man claimed to have worked within the OVO machine, and what he dropped changed everything. He didn't show his face, didn't give his full name, but he brought receipts, old voice memos, documents, audio files with unreleased track metadata. And his claim? Drake's been obsessed with legacy since Kendrick won the Pulitzer. He moves numbers, but deep down, he feels the emptiness. He wanted to do something big, something humble-like. But Kendrick beat him to it, again. As soon as that space ended, the internet combusted. YXOVO Insider says Drake tried to copy Kendrick. Scorpion rollout destroyed by Humble. Kendrick didn't diss, he dismantled. And then came the celebrity moment no one expected. LeBron James, the king himself. He reposted a clip from Humble Restored to his Instagram story. Mic dropped. The caption was short, cold, and cinematic. This is what it looks like when art meets purpose. Mic drop. Fans instantly renamed it the Royal Cosign. And the media? They couldn't resist either. ESPN ran a bold headline. King James chooses his king, and it ain't Drake. Timing couldn't have been worse for Drake, who had just posted a moody gym mirror selfie with a caption. Some people clap louder for your failure than their own win. Was it aimed at LeBron? At Kendrick? At the fans? No one knew for sure, but it was too little, too late. The damage had already been done. And then boom, the next move leaked. A mysterious Reddit user dropped a cryptic message on the r/hiphopheads subreddit. If you think Humble Restored was the end, wait until the follow-up. It's not a song, it's a statement. And it drops live. Wait, what? Turns out, Kendrick was planning something massive, a live performance art installation tied directly to Humble, set to debut at the Compton High School ribbon-cutting ceremony. But this wasn't your typical local event. Whispers started flying that Apple Music, YouTube, and even HBO had signed on for streaming rights. Then came the kicker. A leaked press memo revealed the title of the performance. Legacy Streams, a live art experience curated by Kendrick Lamar. Yeah, this man was literally turning Humble into a living, breathing movement. And Drake? Still silent. But the internet? Not a chance. TikTok was on fire with wild theories. Did Kendrick just beat Drake at his own marketing game? Why does this feel like Drake lost a beef that never even started? Kendrick outperformed him without saying his name once. The internet called it scary levels of control. And to cap it off, Twitter, now X, exploded with side-by-side rollout comparisons. One viral post read, Kendrick's entire rollout. 1 video, 1 billboard, 0 tweets. Drake's last 5 drops, 32 posts, 8 trailers, 15 teasers. Underneath, thousands of comments, some dragging Drake's overexposure, others defending his consistency. Of course, ghostwriting debates popped back up too, because why not? But one quote rose above the noise, reposted by multiple major artists. Some artists go viral. Some go eternal. Kendrick just showed which one he is. And then the industry shook again. Apple Music updated Kendrick's artist page, swapping the featured track to Humble, Restored. Spotify dropped the track into 5 major editorial playlists, an almost unheard of move for a re-release. Meanwhile, analytics site ChartTac dropped the numbers. Kendrick's 2017 track just outstreamed Drake's 2023 lead single within 48 hours. No promo. Let that sink in. Drake dropped an entire global campaign for All the Dogs. Kendrick dropped a new cut of an old song, and still won. And just when fans thought the war had peaked, Kendrick's team sent out a press email with just one sentence. This isn't a return. This is the reminder. Now, everyone was asking the same question. Is Kendrick prepping a full new album? A visual docu-series? A legacy tour? No one knew, but one thing was clear. He's not done. As Humble, Restored sat at the top of the charts, the internet caught fire. Team Kendrick was everywhere. TikTok became a battleground. X turned into a cultural courtroom. Reddit turned into a conspiracy archive. One TikTok video with over 8 million views summed it up perfectly. Drake makes hits. Kendrick makes history. This ain't about numbers. This is about weight. Another creator took the comedy route. Drake in the studio like, damn, I should have rebuilt my old high school too, huh? And the comments didn't hold back. Kendrick donated a school. Drake donated a subpar house beat. He revived a dead track and still cooked the industry. Humble, Restored had more impact than Drake's last 3 albums combined. But not everyone agreed. Team Drake came out swinging. Humble was already a classic. He didn't drop anything new, just nostalgia in a new box. Drake stays relevant year-round. Kendrick trends every 3 years and vanishes. One clapback went viral. Ain't nobody playing Humble in the club though. Still, the flames kept rising, and then came the celebrity cosigns. Jay's Cole from his burner Twitter. Yes, fans clocked it, liked a thread that said, Kendrick isn't trying to win charts, he's trying to win time. Cardi B reposted the Humble, Restored video with fire emojis. Pusha T dropped this savage tweet. This is what silence sounds like when it hits harder than a verse. But the most jaw-dropping moment? SZA went on Instagram Live and said, Kendrick's brain is different. He don't just drop songs. He drops eras. He ain't flexing. He's changing the temperature of the entire culture. You already know what happened next. Fan cams. Edits. Old Kendrick x SZA collabs started trending all over TikTok again. And then the final nuke. Award show fallout. A leaked email surfaced on X suggesting the BET Hip Hop Awards was strongly considering giving Humble, Restored a surprise nomination due to cultural impact. Yes, an award for a 6-year-old song. Fans instantly split. It deserves it. That wasn't a song. It was a cultural reset. Nah, you can't give awards to a remix even if it hit. Kendrick ain't playing by the rules. He's rewriting them. Even Drake stans had to admit it. If he wins for a song from 2017, that's the coldest flex in rap history. And still, Drake said nothing. Not a lyric. Not a tweet. Not even a like. Fans started decoding every IG caption. Every studio clip from 40. Waiting. Praying for a response. Some wanted bars. Some wanted peace. Most just wanted to know, can Drake even come back from this without looking desperate? And Kendrick? Still silent. Still winning. Then came the final blow. When the industry thought Kendrick had done it all. When Humble, Restored was already cemented in hip-hop history. When even Drake's fans were hoping the storm would finally pass. PG Lang's official X account posted one last message at 11:59 p.m. He chased hits. We chased home. One of us built a kingdom. The other built a playlist. The entire industry froze. No hashtags. No press release. No rollout. Just 28 chilling words that hit like a eulogy to Drake's reign. And while fans debated whether Kendrick personally wrote them, one thing was now undeniable. This war wasn't about verses. It was about vision. Drake created moments. Kendrick was building monuments. Then came the next shock straight from inside the Six. On a Twitch stream, one of Drake's lesser-known collaborators, a songwriter with credits on Certified Lover Boy, let something slip. And it hit hard. You know what's crazy? We almost sampled Humble for a hook. No cap. It was a real idea. Drake thought the irony could work, but we scrapped it. 40 said it was too risky.
Wait, what?
They almost used Kendrick's own song in a Drake project? If that's real, it flips the whole narrative. It means Drake didn't just acknowledge Humble as a hit. He saw it as a shadow he couldn't outrun. And Kendrick? He knew. But Johnny, the real gut punch didn't come from a stream or a leak. It came from the Legacy Stream's live performance, the centerpiece of Compton High School's ribbon-cutting ceremony. Over 6 million people streamed it live via Apple Music and YouTube. The scene was stripped down and spiritual. Kendrick walked on stage, dressed in all white alone. No dancers, no pyro, just a haunting silhouette and a single spotlight. Behind him, a massive screen rolled clips in reverse. Black youth, protest marches, old family photos. The original Humble video, unraveling backward like history folding in on itself. Then just as the beat dropped, the screen glitched and flashed a quote that had never been seen before. This was never about being better than him. It was about proving you never needed to be.
Boom.
The room went dead quiet. Chat feeds froze. TikTok flooded with hot takes and conspiracy threads. Was this Kendrick's way of saying the whole feud was one-sided? That he never aimed for Drake because he was aiming past him all along? Then blackout. No encore. No wave. No goodbye. Just the PG Lang logo, fading into one final message. Chapter 1, restored. Chapter 2, revealed, coming soon. Wait, what? A second chapter? Is a new album coming? A short film? A documentary exposing the industry? Nobody knows yet. But one thing is clear. Kendrick didn't just bring back Humble. He rewrote the definition of legacy in hip-hop. And Drake? He's standing at a crossroads. Stay silent and fade. Or respond and risk getting humbled again. So now you've seen the full picture. This wasn't just a revival. It was a revolution. Kendrick Lamar didn't drop a diss track. He detonated a legacy grenade and left Drake stuck in the smoke. No bars. No interviews. Just pure impact. From silent billboards in Toronto to secret performances in Compton, Kendrick didn't just win. He changed the game board. But now we have to ask, did Kendrick just end the debate for good? Is Drake's crown built on streams, not substance? And is this just the calm before Kendrick's next storm? Don't forget that final message. Chapter 1, restored. Chapter 2, revealed, coming soon. So what's next? A diss track? A visual album? Or something even bigger? Fire drop your wildest theories in the comments right now. Round push bin team Kendrick. Hit that like button if you felt the quake. Round push bin team Drake. Sound off in the comments if you're ready for war. Clapperboard subscribe and smash that bell icon. Because this saga ain't over. And if Chapter 1 brought this much heat, then Chapter 2 might just break the foundation of the entire industry.
Stay tuned.
Because next time, we might not just be talking about a song. We might be talking about the fall of an entire era.